Here we are, Panama City, Florida, July 2024. I'm on a family vacay, but I can't resist the thrift, especially the Goodwill outlet. So here we are. Ooh, I can't believe we have a cart today. So people will fill up carts and put them against the wall. I kid you not, people have like 3 full carts. I was here the other day and I could not get a cart because people had all of these carts used against the wall, which I thought was very rude, but they must not implement. I didn't end up throwing that hat back. It was just misshaped and I did not feel super drawn to it. It's $1.99 a pound for clothing, shoes. I think it's a little bit less for other items, but I did not find but maybe 3 items to resell this time. The previous time, and I'll pop up pictures, I hit the jackpot with good shoes. I don't know what the deal was, but this time it was so busy and crowded. I was there for an hour. I had 2 new rotations. I found like diddly squat. I'm not sure if it was just a bad day or if this bin's location is just not the best. Again, I was here on vacation, and so this isn't my norm. Feel free to comment down below if you have frequented this location. I love the colors and pattern, but I could tell this was from like Shein or super cheap. I did find tons and tons of fast fashion. That was very unfortunate. I did hardly find any vintage, but I'm just giving you a snippet of like how it really is at the bins. I'm not highlighting all the cool things I found. I will pop up the pictures of items that I have because everything has already been listed. I needed things to do when I was on vacation so I could work. As you know, I can't take a true vacation. I did not put any of my stores on vacation mode. I just did extended handling. That way I could still make sales while I was away. I did end up putting that wand back. I did not look this up. They were some trunks and they were a really nice size, but I don't know. I feel like swimwear from beach towns is probably not in the best condition if it's used, just because it's probably covered in sand or who knows what else. But again, I found this really cute pastel knit sweater. I ended up throwing it back because I couldn't find any paper tags or anything to verify that it was true vintage, and there's so many remakes of this that I was not confident, so I did end up throwing that back as well. I mean, really, these bins, even the new ones they were bringing out, looked picked over. There were a few bins that had poles, but most of this looked just like raw donation. I maybe should have looked that up. It must have been an older year or something, but really, I mean, I really tried finding things, and I have sold 1 or 2 items that I did find pretty quickly that I will show here in 1 second. I did find this late 90s Looney Tunes sleep shirt. I love Taz and Tweety. Those are my favorites. I should totally have gotten this. I'm not a morning person myself unless I've had my coffee. It had discoloration somewhere, and so I would have had to bleach it, and that's just a project, and it would have sold for maybe $30. This one was super sad. It was peeling. I think it was a knockoff Coach, so that would be why it was peeling. Too bad that wasn't authentic and in decent condition, because that would have been a somewhat decent flip. Again, I'm just showing you now. This is their normal prices. I will let you know I went to 2 regular Goodwills here in Panama City. One was in the Panama City Beach. I think they actually both were. And they had mediocre stuff, in my opinion. They did have a little bit higher prices. I believe like shirts started at $5.99, including t-shirts, which I thought was kind of high. I got 1 item to resell, which was this cute wooden cat bookend. I believe it was $4. I have it listed for $30. Those Dubai, what are they called? Cork coasters. They looked like something newer. I always look in photo albums because you never know. You can sell old photos, as there are definitely collectors. So I look in everything. I'm usually very thorough, but I could not find anything. It was so depressing that I go to the bins. It was about 30 minutes from my condo that I was staying at, so it was an hour round trip. It wouldn't be the bins without something nasty in a bin. Now it's time for the mediocre haul. Here's some 80s, 90s satin rainbow flats, not in the best condition. I like selling Spring Step L'artiste shoes. They typically are kind of artsy and a little bit different. I found 2 pairs. Here's the first pair. They are kind of smaller, but they do sell pretty fast for me. Here is the second pair, which are sandals. Then we have these Allegrias. I love the color. I never find Allbirds in nice condition. And here's some Tree Breezers, which is a nice style. Bed Stew. These are my size. It was hard not to keep them, but I never wear heels. Just a nice, trendy platform wood heel sandal. Then I can't go wrong with a vintage rope hat. So funny. Here's a pair of men's size 13 Adidas. The color just kind of made me double check comps, and they were worth it. Here's a new with tag boho brand. The resale comps aren't the best, but it was brand new, so I just went ahead and got it. This swimsuit is Victoria's Secret. Their one pieces tend to do pretty good for me. I think I have it listed at 30 or 35. It's a beautiful purple. The next is Fry. This was in the go back bin that somebody tossed. They didn't want it when I went to check out. Probably because they smell musty on the inside, so they will need to air out. Tory Burch suede Oxford booties. Adorable, very nice condition. There's no branding on the outside, so people must have not known it was designer. And then this is the super cute cat bookend that I found at the actual thrift store. It's gorgeous, and I love it. I haven't listed this yet. It's an upcycled t-shirt. I just really liked the graphic. Anything aviation tends to do pretty good for me, and it's yellow. Here's the embroidered back from the Upcycle brand. If you happen to know it, let me know. Google Lens did not, but it's not for sale as I need to wash it. Here we have a silk Italian blouse, no popular brand. This sold for $25 in less than 1 day. It's simply a burp cloth from Looney Tunes from like the year 2000. Pretty shocked that it sold within 1 day. Here we have a classic vintage beater lack blanket of a bald eagle, a new with tag merino wool J. Crew sweater, and 90s cheerleader outfit. So freaking cute. Here's an oops for me. I got these thinking I could sell them for maybe 20 bucks. Yeah, one is black, one is navy. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I said, we stayed right on the beach, and yes, that is indeed a shark. Luckily, we weren't near the water or even in it. Of course, since we were on the beach, we had to have pictures taken, and here is my beautiful family with my 4 children. And yeah, it was an hour, and my baby was not happy. We initially were going to fly, but the Microsoft was down for a day, and it messed up flights, so we drove. We're from Illinois, so it took us about 19 hours. We drove through the night. Of course, with kids, you do have to stop. We went and stopped for breakfast, and then we decided to just drive straight through home. We drove overnight to avoid traffic around the Nashville area, which is what I highly recommend, and it took us 14 hours to get home, and I'm glad we are. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate it. Have a great day.